Car wash owners and operators are always searching for ways to increase profitability and deliver a cleaner car. Normally, there aren't many instances when you can produce a better product for less money, and the last thing that you want to do is compromise on the quality of your wash. In the first segment of our series, we'll show you exactly how to become more profitable and deliver a cleaner car through the smart use of chemistry in your wash and through little things like renozzling. Stay tuned, the International Carwash Association is taking you to the cleaning edge.
Okay, Scott, the renozzling and the adding the air to the chemistry, what are the obvious benefits there for you?
There's three primary benefits. The first and foremost is the savings of water. The reduction of water that we use is phenomenal. The next one is actually reducing the cost of chemical. We're not needing as much chemical to clean the car. So we actually, by reducing water, reducing chemical, we still get a high performance cleaning of the vehicle where the dirt's actually being taken off the vehicle, dropping off. It's not sticking to the brushes. So we've got clean brushes, we've got a clean vehicle. So it's that high performance factor, and that goes to what our focus on being green is all about: saving water, reducing chemical usage. And the chemical that we use to clean the cars is actually biodegradable within 24 hours.
We use a regular pumping station with the 511 hydrominder. You've got an air regulator for your pump and an air regulator for air to flow out in the bay to help create the foam that we were discussing. You got your pump that draws out of the tank of a pre-diluted measure that we need to be able to go with all the time so that we know what the vehicle is. We add hot water during the winter time and cooler temperatures to keep from increasing the chemical costs. If we add the hot water, we find that at 100 degrees, from 100 to 110, you get a 50% cleaning better pattern out of that.
Okay, so the chemistry actually performs better when it's used with hot water.
Absolutely.
But in the summer, you don't use the hot water because you have what?
The ambient temperature outside and the vehicle temperature are already warm enough to make that water hot.
Okay, so that acts as the catalyst to make the chemicals more active. Okay, here we are in the tunnel. Bill, we have product coming out here and air coming out here to this point. What happens from this point down?
You get your air and your fluid to mix to create whatever type of foam show you're trying to create. In this application, we want a good blanket coverage. We want to focus on cracks and crevices and making sure we're getting enough for it to be able to do what we need to. In this particular arch, we've got 2 K nozzles per side. We've gone to half a gallon a minute nozzles from 1 gallon a minute nozzles to be able to reduce the amount because we didn't need the excess on the vehicle at the time that we were doing the application. There are some locations that we go into that we only run 1 nozzle, depending on conveyor speed. The higher the conveyor speed, the lower the more nozzles we have to have. The lower, the less.
And by reducing the nozzles, we reduced what?
Volume out, product costs, water costs, all the variables that are associated with sending chemistry out.
Okay, and how is a K nozzle different from another type of nozzle?
A K nozzle puts on more of a wide fan, and you want that coverage because it makes it simple to caress around the vehicle. The wider the fan, the less you have to use as far as in applications for coverage. Where you use your regular V-jet type nozzle, you want more impingement out of it. You want it to hit the car so that you're moving what you need to off the vehicle, the dirt and the waters and stuff like that.
Okay, so this down here is a V-jet nozzle, those yellow ones, correct?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, did you change the nozzle size of those, and why?
Yes. Normally on those, manufacturer sends out 1 gallon a minute, most of the time on anything that's 360 and 1.5 gallon a minute on the curtains. We go to half a gallon a minute on all of those functions. One, to reduce the water that's out. The smaller amounts of water we have, the longer the soap can stay in its concentration and do what it needs to. We also want to get the cloth saturated with the soap. So it's like taking and hand washing the vehicle and keeping the dirt out of the cloth because you're cleaning it through that process. You're not necessarily using water to move it, you're pulling the dirt and getting it to fall.
Okay, so when you re-nozzled this entire wash, what did it achieve for Scott? How many gallons of water savings? What kind of monthly savings in chemical? What do we end up
What
achieving
we
there?
normally find is the way that the manufacturer of the equipment sets up, we normally run about 65 gallons of water for a basic start, ready to roll. We come in and reduce it down to about 28 gallons per car. We
Okay.
want to keep as much water off, allowing everything on the exit end and the employees not to have to work as hard. Especially if you're an exterior wash, you don't have anybody at the exit end, you want that car as dry as possible.
Okay, and on the chemistry side, how much do we save?
Chemical side, we probably reduced his chemical cost by about 30%.
Okay.
Be sure to click on the link below to view the second segment in this series. We'll see you next time on The Cleaning Edge.